And it's only been 2 days. You might be able to catch him sleeping.
I mean, Pharaoh's nuts. Like, one of the coolest players I've ever met. Had the pleasure of meeting him at Wave Dash. Really got to have a nice chat. The guy shows a lot of passion, a lot of heart for the character, and, you know, kind of showing exactly what this Yoshi can do in this matchup. We got Sam versus Pharaoh to kick off this top 8.
Incredibly good start here. I cannot wait for all the forward air clips that will be making their way to Twitter, and Pharaoh kicking it off wonderfully, getting a little bit of percent going. Oh. You can see so much caution in this play, though. This is definitely a matchup that has been done at least a couple times.
Pharaoh just trying to read for a roll, but overextending with that grab. Instant 59%. You talked about playing with caution. This is exactly why. And Pharaoh to go ahead and try to get an anti-air of some sort. Great usage out there. Try to read a roll backwards, but doesn't fall for it. Instead, slowly getting their way in there, but so much heavy damage. And at what cost? Pharaoh, once again, in a really dangerous position, needs to be able to recover back. Barely does so. Confirm angle. Great stuff with the combo. Waiting out the air dodge, knowing that there's one piece of iron left. And oh my goodness, Pharaoh.
Wow. Okay, what a way to get things started, Pharaoh. Absolutely not what anyone was expecting, but played perfectly around that Steve iron, all the anvils and whatnot, and knew exactly when to go in. Great work, and now trying to see what you can do before you lose this stock yourself.
Nope.
I spoke it. And I spoke it. Controller disconnect.
That's I've never seen a 2-stock play. Steve is crazy good.
Yeah. This is when you claim the stock. You go, all right, take it out.
The Mewtwo King.
Yeah, you gotta. It's free.
Oh no. Not able to make their way back on there, but Pharaoh once again utilizing the aerial, and that's the blessing in disguise, the double jump armor. But even through its 63% in a blink of an eye, Syrup is stacking this damage fast. Great patience, great usage of the combo. Tries to wait for the tech timer, but doesn't exactly get what Pharaoh was wanting for.
You can see the mastery Pharaoh has on this character, making sure that every interaction leads to more than just a single hit, often leading into multiples, trying to get every little inch that you can. But Steve is just one of those characters that can do that exact same thing and worse. A lot of good patience to break through these blocks, but it's a slow, weathered battle, and slowly Syrup is pulling further and further ahead.
Yeah, and even the Nair trying to break their way in, utilizing the eggs. Great recovery. 148 though, you're living on borrowed time. And what I'm really scared about is not only will this stock be gone soon, Pharaoh will have to deal with diamonds in the next one, and that can be a disaster to work with. Air to air, once again, Syrup calling it out on there. Diamonds are available. If Pharaoh somehow clutches out of stock, that would be huge with the resource game. But 180%, a lot of range to work with. Wasn't ready for the tech, but the swing from Syrup to maintain safety.
Great playing here, but no, gonna get caught on that roll, and that will be Syrup's stock going down. Did a lot of work, got some good stuff going, but this is Steve Minecraft we're talking about, and the diamond is there, and you are going to take 51 just for not interacting right.
Oh yeah, that's the punishment that you have to pay, and even the grab was too slow. A 1-2 hit, almost leading to a stock, disappearing in a blink of an eye. Once again, the double jump armor able to break Pharaoh out, but that stock is gone. Calling for the run back immediately. It looks so good for Pharaoh in so many different scenarios, but the problem is that those few hits that Steve can get just leads into so much damage.
Steve is an absolute powerhouse of a character. There's a reason that this character is probably the best in the game, and this is a masterful showcasing of it. So much damage. Pharaoh had so much good control, but it just kept slipping away bit by bit, and once that diamond comes out, there's not a whole lot that Yoshi can do, even with that double jump armor.
Yeah. It's like a real rough, like, there we go. Like, how much, like, it just gets the knockback and the call out on so much damage. Switching up the colors, maybe you can switch up the pace. I love Pharaoh kind of playing this neutral, trying to, knowing that you can double jump armor out of these combos, and as well as trying to read a roll on Syrups and try to get a combo started with the tilts, but having to play so defensive like we talked about earlier. Yeah, oh my goodness, got away from that.
Yeah, the one great thing that you have in this matchup against Steve is that unbreakable shield. You can't get poked through it, so things where Steve tries to go for the up tilts after some tilts on your shield, you can't poke through it, you can't get a combo started with that, and that's one blessing that Yoshi has in this matchup.
Yeah, oh my goodness. The double jump armor, I think, was able to break Yoshi out there. And like you said earlier, may not be an unbreakable shield, but it is a non-pokeable. It can work wonders, and great little stall from here. Taking the stock is so important. Look at this. Syrup really wants to win.
That is a winner's playstyle if ever I've seen it. Planking rules are coming to Ultimate near you. But Pharaoh doing a great job and catching with that up smash, gonna send Steve flying, and that's once again the first stock going to Pharaoh.
Sending Steve flying indeed, and the resources, keep in mind, a little bit low. Great little combo, and actually cuts it off early with the grab, knowing that Syrup could get out in time. A little bit of damage potential. No iron available, so that means no minecart for now. After seeing it quickly stack up to 2. 1 left, so Pharaoh keeping that in mind for sure, but the second minecart gonna go ahead and attack that damage, and that egg! Oh my god, rolling across the stage. Pharaoh staying alive. Any chip damage would be great.
Yeah, somehow holding on to this, but every hit is basically just more resources for Syrup, and now we've got that diamond in play. I mean, as long as this stock gets sent away, not quite, that diamond can definitely come out in the in-between when Pharaoh is coming back into play.
Oh, the fishing rod actually snatched up Pharaoh from that jump, trying to re-grab on there, so it's gonna be a lot of damage, and speaking of a lot of damage, Pharaoh gets away with the skin of their teeth, and oh my goodness, a pivot grab. The jump gets red, but the double jump armor is good enough. Great call out. Does Syrup have enough to make it back? Yes. Oh my goodness, Steve. A crazy character, and especially in the hands of Syrup, as Pharaoh trying to recover the pieces, had a little bit of a lead going, but oh my goodness, look death straight into the eyes from that pickaxe.
I love that the forward air was responded to with a forward air, and somehow neither player died to a spike. That shows just, I love that kind of thing happening. It's like an anime moment in a pocket. Whoa! Pharaoh! Great use of that down B.
Yoshi bomb. I think that's what it's called. Intelligent usage of it in order to grab onto that ledge. Gets a grab. Excellent rebound to yourself. Gets the slam dunk. My goodness. Great stock pulled up on there. Diamonds are available. So at the same time, Pharaoh needs to play this little cautious game. But there's kind of the struggle part. You're in the lead. But the longer you keep playing this game, if you're not allowed to get these hits, and Steve can just kind of keep getting those resources, which will kind of spell disaster in later stocks. But so far, Pharaoh playing it really well.
Yeah, absolutely, and still hanging on to these percents as well. You're seeing Syrup holding on to these diamond tools, and Pharaoh, even at these higher percents, is managing to hang in there and get some good damage going. This is looking very bad for Syrup right now. Can he get back? Okay, he will, but is he out of it yet? I'm not sure.
Great spacing on there, and does a good old roll. Getting some of that situation down till connects. No stock just yet, but oh my goodness, what a call out on that jump by Pharaoh. Striking back game number 2.
Incredible job there. That was a lot closer than I was expecting. Pharaoh is definitely showing proficiency with this matchup. That 22-3 almost seems like it doesn't tell the full story.
Yeah, I mean, like you said earlier, Pharaoh 3-2 against Syrup last time, lost it out in the end, but as well, look at this knowledge showing on their Syrup. Once again, missing that tech. A lot of them are missing out, so it's going to lead to a lot of stocks. I love it. Being able to utilize all the tools that Steve gives, you have to use it in the counter play, and great call up by Pharaoh right on that. And as we're going to see right now, Final Destination as the counter pick.
Interesting. I like this idea, though. Getting platforms away from Yoshi's not a bad idea, but Yoshi doesn't need them. 79% in 10 seconds. That's a lot that you're going to have to answer to.
Yeah, that's the how does it feel? You know, how does it feel when I land a few hits and stack up the damage real fast with 90? Try to get that grab, but it's a little slow. But great stall by Pharaoh, playing it out on there. Once again, swings with that fair, and it's gonna hit. Tries to call it out with up smash. Oh, almost a shield break. Great timing by Syrup to let go of that shield.
Yeah, and now you can see Pharaoh's like, oh, your shield's low. Let me keep going for this. Let's see if you're still holding up. But no, that shield's going to be back at this point. Nice. He's going to find the back air, and Pharaoh, 40%. That is the lowest we've ever seen Pharaoh holding a stock against this Steve.
And great high recovery, but Syrup catching all these options. That block actually worked out, so Pharaoh escaping disadvantage state, and I love that by Pharaoh. He showed it off in game number 1, but utilizing the anvil to get a movement speed boost, which can throw off a little bit of time, but Syrup this time is aware with the dash attack. Whoa! That was gonna cross at the shield, so no punish.
Yeah, very good job there. Syrup now kind of retreating, trying to get some tools back. Has managed to make up some of this percent deficit, but as soon as I say it, Pharaoh on the offensive, and now, what are you gonna do, Syrup? You gotta get this stock fast.
Yeah, or at least get the resources to follow up, but lots of swings and none are landing so far. A call out on the side B, so Pharaoh landing some damage, and yeah, that's the thing, Steve. Still real scary with that reroll, can go for the up smash, and speaking of that one, not gonna take the stock though. Great DI by Pharaoh. Staying alive, but rolls finally gets caught out, and the diamonds are in play.
Nothing like a little bit of cartoon physics to get you in the morning. Great use of getting that diamond out. Syrup now looking a lot scarier at that 68%. Might be able to get some damage. I think 1 or 2 combos is going to get Pharaoh back up to that percent. We'll see if Syrup can find the opening.
Ooh, and crucial egg there. Lots of up tilts threatening, but it's going to be the Nair out of shield, the all reliable on Yoshi's end. A missed grab, though, instantly leads to 67 in a blink of it. I almost calls it out with that forward smash. It was looking real scary there, but Pharaoh able to finally escape. It's going to be a forward smash once again. Syrup swinging for the hills, and finally a grab lands. The percentages have been basically evened up at this point.
This character is absolutely disgusting sometimes, I swear. The only good thing that Pharaoh has going for him right now is Syrup has pretty much nothing on the resource bar. If Pharaoh can get some openings and keep this pressure up, Syrup's not going to be able to do too much about it.
And speaking of that one, you know, Syrup taking a page out of Pharaoh's book, I can also fare at a disadvantage, and I know you're gonna roll. That's the second time Syrup has caught Pharaoh rolling towards him. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That is not the way you want to go down. Oh, no. Disaster.
So much momentum, so much coming back into it, and just a bad misinput. You gotta be disappointed by that kind of thing happening.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I've seen Pharaoh SD quite a number of times, but that one's gotta hurt the most. Like, you had such a good thing going for you, and as well as how much pressure was on. I mean, look at this excellent start by Pharaoh, but that's the thing. Doesn't matter about the start. Steve could care less about your feelings when you have all this frame data and as well as damage to back it up. But that was such a good timing there. And excellent defensive option by Sierra. Both of them were playing so well.
Yeah, absolutely. These players both did fantastic. I honestly think without that SD, Pharaoh had a really good chance of securing that second stock there and possibly the game and set off that as well. But obviously, life doesn't always play out the exact way you want it to, and some things will happen. But Pharaoh is a beast in loser's bracket. Could absolutely see something coming out of that.
Yep. Blocks don't care about your feelings. And Steve surely does not care about the matchup. But these throws by Pharaoh off the block, like the rebounds, have been so good. And it's been catching Syrup off guard. Like, this game number 2 was an entirely different Pharaoh that we were both not expecting. But it came out to fruition. Excellent jump read there. But it was just game number 3 where things got hyper competitive.
Yeah, it was this close. And I mean, we not to beat a dead horse, but that SD, what would have happened without it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, goodness. Yep. But there you go. That's like one of the habits that, you know, we both kind of saw. You're like, you got to be careful about those rolls because they're really good there. Oh, no. Did it collide with the minecart?
No, it didn't. I think what that was supposed to be was an angle on an upbeat.
Oh,
I think it was maybe a back angle, like trying to hold back so it would go more up, and it was just too far back and turned it to a side B.
I mean, even down B would have been fine there because at least you would snap to ledge. It's just really important. It was literally the one special. It was literally the one button that would kill you.
The one, yeah, the only thing that will kill you there, and it